Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.
Since 1911, the Pierre Parts Store has been your one-stop shop. Family owned and operated for 4 generations, the Pierre Parts Store has served the community by providing groceries, hardware, home products, and much more, including a full-service lumber yard. Now, we've added the Thibodaux store to the family with the same values and service we've delivered for over 100 years. The Pierre Parts Store and the Thibodaux store, our family serving your family.
Welcome to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate, and now joining us via Zoom is Sergeant Ross Brennan of Louisiana State Police. Sergeant, thank you very much for joining us.
No, thank you for having me on this way.
Okay, I know it's a big weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. It's certainly a weekend that has a lot of active parts moving, a lot of people having fun get-togethers. I know there's some safety tips that you wanted to bring about. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yeah, most definitely. As you said, it's Memorial Day weekend. There's a lot of people going out there. It's going to have time off, a 3-day weekend, be able to celebrate with friends and family. But we just want to make sure that people do it safe, right? And try to keep the roadways safe. And it takes all of us making those right choices on the road. So look, if your weekend involves any type of alcohol or something that might cause impairment, that's definitely a big thing that we see this time of the year, and especially this weekend. Man, people will be boiling crawfish and having people over at houses and stuff like that, maybe be drinking. But it's very, very important to make those decisions before you even go of how you're going to get back home safely at the end. So whether it is having a sober driver or maybe somebody come and pick you up and drop you off, make those choices beforehand how you're going to get back, because you never want to get on the roadway and drive impaired, right? Because it's not just dangerous for you, it's also for the other innocent people that might be out enjoying the weekend as well. So that's definitely the big thing. But also distractions. Again, people will be having all these parties. Somebody might be texting you last minute to go pick up something from the Rouses or whatever it might be, and you're not paying attention on the road and potentially cause a crash. So if you are going to be driving on the roadway, make sure that your focus, your full attention is what's happening in front of you. You might also have multiple passengers inside your vehicle. Multiple people inside can potentially cause a distraction as well. Maybe conversation going on, people cutting up, clowning around, maybe the music's up. That's, again, different things that could potentially lead to your mind and your eyes being taken away from the roadway. So whether you're on the road, right, definitely make sure your full attention is what's happening in front of you, because if there's a potential hazard in front, how are you going to respond to it if you're not paying attention? How can you even react to it? Maybe swerve or hit the brakes. And lastly, seatbelts. I mean, that's the easiest thing that you can do inside the vehicle if you're traveling somewhere to keep you safe. I mean, like if you get into a collision, a seatbelt can, one, prevent you from being ejected, but it also allows the car safety features to work, like the airbag and things like that. Those things do no good for you if you're not wearing that seatbelt. So whether you're in the front seat, the back seat, the middle seat, every trip, every time, make sure that you're properly restrained inside the vehicle. And if you have little ones as well, make sure that they're properly restrained. Make sure that they're in their right car seat for their age, their weight, their height, whatever it might be. And just offer it again every Wednesday from 10 to 12. We do free car seat fitting stations at Terrebonne General. So if you can bring your child seat over there, we can make sure that that's the proper child seat for your child, and also to fit it inside that seat correctly as well.
Well, you make some good points, and certainly, weekends where we have big get-togethers, I think one thing you made a point about child seats, a lot of, they have a tendency where kids all want to pile in one car, but they may not have enough child seats in there, so, or they may not have enough seat belts to fit. It's important that, you stay, I guess, within regulations, stay within, if you're in the car, you need to have a child seat if they're of that proper weight. And then if you are also in there, you need to have a seatbelt on as well.
Yeah, most definitely. And also the school year is ending, so you're going to have people going on family vacations. The kids are going to be out of school. Maybe you might have a different relative caring for the child than what you normally would, maybe a grandparent or a child sitter, whatever it might be. So make sure that if that car seat's being switched between different vehicles, make sure that, yeah, it might fit in mom's car, but maybe grandma's car might be a little bit different. So again, it's always good just to have somebody look over it. And it's always a free service that we offer. And you just want to make sure that not only keep you safe, but also, our little ones safe on the roadway as well.
Certainly, certainly. And for those on the roadway who may not be leaving a party, but are the ones that are sober doing the right thing, it's important also to keep an eye out for your surroundings. Defensive driving is always an important thing, especially, you should always be aware of your surrounding, but at this time of the year when you have a holiday, it's certainly important to keep that in mind as well.
Most definitely. That's the best thing, like you said, defensive driver. How can you respond to somebody else who might be making a poor choice on the road? Maybe they're running a red light or running a stop sign if you're not paying attention. So again, your full attention should be on the roadway. Make sure that you're driving within the speed limit too, because the faster a car goes, the longer it's going to take that vehicle to come to a stop, and more chance of potentially losing control, more impact forces in the crash. So make sure that, one, you're a defensive driver. Maybe you might be driving expecting somebody else to make a mistake in front of you, but by doing so, you can properly respond to a hazard and hopefully maybe prevent a crash from occurring.
All right, we got about a minute or so left. Trooper, or I should say Sergeant right now, I want to congratulate you on your promotion to Sergeant from Trooper First Class. Can you tell us, a little bit what that entails and whether you're going to have any new roles this time?
So I am leaving from the Troop C Public Information Officer position. I'm now the Region 2 Sergeant Public Affairs Supervisor. So Region 2 encompasses not only Troop C, but also Troop I in the Lafayette area and Troop D in the Lake Charles area. So I will be over those PIOs that are in those troops. So hopefully soon you'll have a new face on here. I'll still pop up every now and then, but hopefully soon we'll have a new Troop C PIO that comes speak with y'all.
Well, we're certainly going to miss you, and we definitely hope you do come visit us every now and then still. I know you're going to have a lot more responsibilities now. You may have to travel a little bit more in your new job as well.
Yes, sir. Basically from here to the Texas line, that's the Region 2 area. So it'll be a wide area, but it'll be a good change.
All righty. Well, congratulations again, and thank you for coming give us those great tips.
Yes, sir. Thank you always.
All righty. Stay tuned for more right here on HTV.